Dear Hughley, all this talk you've been doing, my brother, all this time. You've been bragging every time you got a chance. Yeah, so many times. I talked to Kamala Harris, VP Harris, Madam Vice President Harris, and I talked to Joe Biden, and we discussed these things. And you know, you ain't know he was like missing chromosomes, or you didn't know he wasn't in the house. You didn't know the porch light was off. You didn't know the staircase was broke. You didn't know the elevator wasn't moving. You didn't know the pilot light was off. You had to know that when you were talking to him, DL. You were selling this out for a guy who can't think. You selfish, fake, intellectual, stuttering jackass. That's what you are. You know that, right? No one else will say it. I say it to you, sir. So all this time you've been bragging about, you went on the Willie D show and the DJ Vlad show and somebody else's house show and the other thing, did the other thing, and you bragged about talking to Kamala Harris and talking to Joe Biden as if those are your homies and shit. You mean you didn't know? You didn't know he was slow? You didn't know he was missing like everything that's necessary to run this country? You didn't know that. You had to know that. You had to know that, bro. You knew. And so everything I've been saying about you has been proven to be 100% unequivocally true. It's incontrovertible, sir. There goes a big word you like to throw out like you know something. You can stick to jokes. Stick to jokes, because you a joke. But this ain't funny, Sam. Your punk ass been up here shoving us all this stuff about Biden, what we got to do. And this guy can't even think. And you knew it because you talked to him. If you talked to that guy more than 10 minutes, you had to know something. And you had dinner with him and you talked to him on multiple occasions. That's your words. You bragged about talking to this guy. And you didn't know that you didn't know. You phony, you sellout, you nincompoop, you're a backstabber, dude. You're a total backstabber. You're horrible. I'm not saying you had to come out and say, hey, man, the president of the United States, he's toast, man. He ain't toast because he's molded. You don't toast molded bread, right, Buck? You just throw that out. So he ain't toast, he's molded bread that you wouldn't feed birds to. But you didn't have to come tell us that, but you were pushing this guy on us. You, an earthquake, and the other guy, Piles or Plies or something. You guys been pushing this guy on us. And you knew. The earthquake, though, this guy can't count to 10. If you he can if he has to read it, but if you say, hey, Biden, what's the day, man? And then what was yesterday? Day of the week. You'd be like, oh, well, the day is considering the day is, today is Jesus' day, today. See, man, this is why you can't trust these entertainers, man. I'm about to go on a crusade. We gotta get these crusaders out of here. These entertainers, we gotta stop paying attention to any entertainers, man. We're gonna start with DL, then we're gonna go to Taraji Henson. She came out here, guys, and she was crying, I didn't get my money. Oh, Jody, you big angel, Jody. I hate you, Oprah. You didn't get my money, Oprah. And I worked so hard. I worked so hard. I was in the Tom Hanks movie that people came to see because of Tom Hanks. Nobody came to see that movie because of me, but I was in it. And where's my money, Jody? Where's my money? And she cried and cried and cried. She ain't crying no more. She was on BET telling us to vote for a casket. Telling us to vote for a dead president. That's what she was doing. And trying to scare us and to go read the death scrolls, black people. And stop being stupid, black people, and do what I say. You old monster, Jody. We need to stop paying any attention to these celebrities. And I know people say that, but I'm serious. I'm gonna go on a crusade on this. We're gonna start dismantling them. We're gonna have them do what they used to do. Entertain and shut up. Entertain. Dance, sing, act, But leave the politics alone. Leave the politics alone. You build this brand, this name up in a relationship with us, appreciating your work and supporting your work, and then you use it, you sell it to politicians. We're going to hold you accountable for that. We got to start holding them accountable for that. If you're going to sell it, there are products I can sell on this channel that I haven't sold on this channel because I'm worried of selling it because you people rely on me not to be compromised. Like, I got to make sure the product is a good product, because I don't want that to blow back on me. They don't care. They don't care. Has D.L. Hughley, has this guy, has he come out? Who are the rest of the ones? Ricky Smiley? Ricky Smiley, you ever talked to Joe Biden? Did you not know Joe Biden can't tell his colors? I mean, he knows you're colored, but he can't tell his colors. You didn't know that? You really didn't know that? You ever spoke to him? You ever spend time with him? How could you come out here in good faith, man? How could you come out here in good faith and continue to push this guy? I'm not saying you got to be a hero. You leave that to other black people to do that. You leave that to other people that have guts to do that. You leave that to people that have actual ethics, okay? I'm not saying you got to be a hero. You got to stand up for us and be like, hey, you know what, guys? This is what I know. I'm not saying you do that because you ain't that type. You ain't built like that, okay? But you pushed him. You kept selling it. An empty box. You ever bought an empty box from a person on the street who's got a addiction problem? You ever did that? I know I made a mistake, but I was in my early 20s. I got my little paycheck. I'm walking home, and this guy's like, hey, man, hey. And I think I was a teenager in the mall. That's what it was. A teenager in the mall. The guy comes up. He's like, hey, man, you want to watch? Got gold chains? And I'm all dumb like, yeah, wow, look at this. He said, yeah, man, all I want's $30, man. $30? Yeah. And all I got's 100. I ain't got that much, man. I just got paid, man. Is that real? Yeah, man. Look. And he'd take out a fake knife and scratch it or something. And you're like, wow, it didn't scratch off, man. I guess it's okay. You buy that thing, and 2 weeks later, your neck green, it's green, and you are crying with your fake gold chain. Ricky Smiley, D.L. Hughley, Earthquake, Taraji Henson. Who else? MC Light. Ain't nothing wrong with him. He's just old. What's the other one? Nicole. What's her name? Nicole. It's another one. Her name escapes me. Hi, yellow sister. I forget the name. It's Nicole something. Just every time, everything for the Democrats she could do. Just sell it all for the Democrats. That's everything. Just sell out total. What's the name? The Sexy Reds too? Nah, man. Like Cat Williams said, man, it's going to be, the truth is out. The truth is up. It's up on everything, man. It's coming out on everybody. Everything's getting exposed. Everything is getting exposed. All y'all exposed. All of you. And I'm not saying they had to come out here and be stand-up individuals and actually take one on the head, on the chin for the team, lose an opportunity or lose some money or lose a sponsorship from the DNC. But they could have stopped pushing. Roland Martin. You somebody who's been invited to certain events. You ain't know Joe Biden was missing a shoelace. You didn't know that? You didn't know his zipper was down? You didn't know his pants was on backwards? You didn't know his shirt, his shirt was tucked into his underwear. You didn't know that? You didn't know that. You the guy. You like to brag about your relationships in the White House and all this stuff and Kamala and all this stuff. You didn't know. You didn't know Pop should be allowed in the kitchen around the knives. You didn't know that? I think you knew that. You didn't know that? Oh, I think you knew. It's time to clean house on all this nonsense. Yeah, we're going in. And all of the Biden whispers, the Biden enablers, the Kamala enablers, who enabled this administration, who had to know something. You had to know something. Like I said, what we saw didn't happen overnight, folks. It didn't happen overnight. They knew that. That's something. Folks, anybody in your life that you love, who's going through any type of illness over time, it's not sudden. We all know this. Maybe if you never see the person, it's sudden. But if you see them and you hear from them, nah, man. What we saw happen here with Joe Biden, that's something everybody knew. I know his press secretary knew, and I know people in that circle knew. And these guys that keep saying how well they know him. Now, if you were lying about spending time with Biden, I don't want to hear it, because you were lying. You were doing the same thing. You were selling a fake dream to the black community. At the worst time, man, we're at the bottom of the bottom. We're being discontinued. Black people are a discontinued item. We're on the bargain bin right now. We them cheap VHS tapes nobody want right now. You understand what I'm saying? That's what America has done with us. They've used us up and discarded us, and they pull us out to entertain them from time to time. We are the bargain bin Walmart people in America right now. And instead of having people champion for us that are our own people, they're just willing to do whatever they need to do to get a nice, comfortable seat on the Titanic. They don't want to stop it from sinking, and they don't want to save us, but they want to make sure they get the best seat. So whether Kamala Harris replaces Joe Biden or not, remember, this ain't about is she able to beat Trump, because I don't think she is, but she do better than Biden. And that's what the numbers are saying. And they say it's going to take a couple of more polls before they be able to say if this is true. Is this a trend? They keep talking about, they ran with it. Trump is a felon. Trump is a felon. It didn't change anything. That didn't change anything. And now this debate, they want us to think that didn't change anything for Biden. I think it did. And now there's blood in the water. And all the line that they've been doing ain't going to save him. So that's the question, folks. Will Kamala Harris replace Joe Biden? Will Black America, particularly Black women, allow it? And you know what? I hope they don't allow it. I hope they get pissed off. I hope they try to replace. Here's my thoughts. I hope they do try to replace Joe Biden. I hope they don't choose Kamala Harris, so that Black women can wake up and realize they've been using you all along. That's what I hope happens. Hope you see it for what it is. Then and only then, when you finally wake up and realize they don't love you. They never did. And I think it's going to take that last slap in the face, man. That last level of disrespect for you to accept it. So yes, I hope they replace Joe Biden. I hope they do not replace him. I hope they replace him with Gavin Newsom or Pete Buttigieg, only so that Black women wake up. And now we can end the two-party system. Because if Black women turn their nose up to the Democrats and decide they are done, here comes the third party. We'll be able to build that third party. But it's going to take us together, united. It's going to take all the people that woke up. It's going to take independent voters, the formerly DNC, the formerly Democrats, men and women, to form together with a party that has our interests first.